Steelers open up at -2.5. That's where they stand right now, although Bovada and Bookmaker are at threes at plus numbers. This total sitting at 43.5 is where it is. And I like this Steelers defense. I like the Steelers defense enough to back them here. I think they can keep Murray at bay. I like what Hodges is doing behind center. Cardinals are done. Can they play spoiler? Look, I want to back the Steelers here on the road. Donnie, right side, Steelers, Cardinals.
If I can get it at 3 or less, I do like the Steelers. I would even like it more if Juju Smith-Schuster comes back and also James Conner comes back in the backfield. That was a real wake-up call from a legitimate defense that can pressure your quarterback last week. That was amazing to see what the Rams did. And how about if you say, your quarterback struggles a little bit. Jared Goff hasn't played all that well football. This guy was lighting up that secondary. I think you're going to be able to take some shots with the Steelers here, but I don't want to lay more than 3 points in this game. If you can get me 3 or less, I like the Steelers here, Jimmy, early in the week.
Robert Weimer also liking the under. Yeah, I like the Steelers here, Whale Capper. What do you think of this spot, Steelers, Cardinals? And am I liking the Steelers so much because of as Donnie's saying, watching the Rams destroy them? It has to be in my subconscious. What do you think of this spot, Steelers, Cardinals?
I thought the Rams were in a perfect spot last week to bounce back from that embarrassment that they were handed on Monday Night Football by the Ravens, and they obviously had a very focused week of practice. They have more talent than the Cardinals, and so they were able to get out to a pretty healthy lead, play, and then dictate from there. Cardinals gave up pretty early in that game, I thought. I do think that the Cardinals bounce back in this one, though. I do not love the Steelers' offense ability at all. I do not think that they have they have basically two plays. They dink it and dunk it, or they throw up a prayer. And the Browns looked completely unprepared for dealing with part 2 of that equation. But now that it's on tape, I think that the Cardinals' defensive backs are going to be able to get a little frisky. They're going to be able to play a little bit more aggressive, and I think they're going to go for some interceptions. I think they're going to stymie Duck Hodges on his first true road start. He started on the road against the Chargers, but if you remember, that game was about 99-1 Steelers fans in LA. And I would think that you're going to get a little bit more of a focused effort here out of the Cardinals after that shellacking that they took at the hand of the Rams. And so I think this is one where I'm hoping that it stays at around 3. If it drifts any further, I'm going to have to think pretty hard about getting involved with the Cardinals here.
Davey Dank says Tomlin and Steelers do horrible when they're expected to cruise. G-Sauce says Steelers won their Super Bowl last week. I'm on the Cardinals. Dennis Garcia says give me Arizona +3 if it's reasonable juice.